A few weeks ago, I got an email from my boss, or at least someone that looked like it was supposed to be my boss. And he said he needed me to go out and get an iTunes gift card for him. I've had other friends say they've gotten similar emails. How can I know if this is really the person I'm supposed to be talking with? And why are they so interested in the iTunes gift card? Let's talk about the economics of the iTunes gift card scam. Hey, it's Craig and welcome to the Econ of. I feel like I've been getting slammed with these requests, these scammers who are doing an iTunes gift card scam. The basic structure of the scam is they pretend like there's somebody you know, they say they're busy, and they need you to go buy an iTunes gift card for them, so that way they can give it to somebody as a present. And then what they do is they ask you to just scratch off the back and send you the number. Instead of actually giving them the physical gift card, they're really interested in the code to redeem this gift card. It's very clearly a scam in most cases. My question is, what is the iTunes gift card getting them, and why are they so interested in it? No joke, I am working on the video right now. You can see it right here. I've got the video coming up. And what do I get? I get an email from the same scammers. Here it is. This is amazing. I'm so excited for this. The key to these scammers, they have to find somebody who's actually gullible enough to go through with the scam. So what they'll often do is they'll start off with really bad grammar. Oh yes, here we go. I'm in a meeting right now, and that's why I'm contacting you through here. I should have call you. Note, I should have call you. Bad grammar. But phone is not allowed to be used during the meeting. You see how they're using the grammar as a way to try and figure out if I'm gullible or not. Now, my boss, he has a PhD. He's a head of a department in a university. He's not somebody who just casually uses poor language. Why does the scammer want to know if I'm gullible or not? Because the scammer has scarce resources. Okay, so this is another aspect of the economics of the scam. Imagine there's two types of people. People who fall for scams and people who don't. Every minute that scammer spends with somebody who won't fall for the scam is a minute that they're wasting, a minute that they could be using to scam somebody who will fall for it. So they have to put in these little things to figure out who I am immediately so they don't waste their time. They're trying to maximize their profits. They're using economic thinking and finding their targets. Just like the scammer was using poor grammar to figure out if I was somebody who could be scammed, I was doing a few things to try and figure out if this was really Frank. Now, of course, I knew that it was not my boss. However, I was putting things in there to see if the scammer even noticed. So you might not notice, I am not Chadwick Boseman. But the scammer doesn't know that I'm not Chadwick Boseman. So what I've done is I went into Microsoft Paint and just put an iTunes gift card in the hand of Chadwick Boseman saying, yes, here's a picture of me with the cards. Financial transfers are just like fresh snow. As soon as something walks through it, here we've got a deer that's come through. We can follow exactly where this deer walked. Evidenced by, there you go, some deer droppings. And then we keep going until it hits this sidewalk where there is no snow. Now we have lost track of this deer. There's no way for us to know where it's gone. The trouble with the scammers is they can't have you tracking them and figuring out who they are. So they need to find a way to get money from you that's untraceable. Now, of course, cash is a great form. It's untraceable. You can't get it from person to person. The next best thing is these gift cards. What they do is they have you buy that gift card, send you the number, and now that link has been broken. There's no way for a government agency or law enforcement to track that money has come from you to them. They've gone onto that sidewalk without snow. I think I've been busted. I've tried this before, and so now the person is caught on. But why iTunes gift cards? Like, you can't directly use those as money. Why is this something that they really want? The key is in-app purchases. What these people are doing, they're making their own apps with bogus purchases in their store. And then what they can do is use the iTunes gift card in the app that they've programmed, buy things, then they'll get on the other side that money. Now, of course, it's a cut of the money, but some of that is better than none of it. So that's the key, is they're using in-app purchases. That's why iTunes gift cards work so well. It's so hard to track that once you've made that jump. Here's one tip for dealing with these scammers. You look at the trail of response emails, you can see there's a discrepancy in the time that I'm sending emails and the time they're receiving them. That's because they're in another time zone. In fact, as you look at this, you can see that the time zone that this email recipient is in the same time zone as Nigeria. Now, I don't know if they're in Nigeria, but I know that they're in that same time zone. Thanks for watching the Econ of. You might have noticed I talked about 2 times I've been hit by scammers. One was a couple weeks ago, and one was happening while I was editing this video. That was not planned. It just worked out that way. That's how much I've been getting hit by these. If you're interested in getting more videos about the economics of the world around us from the Econ of, please consider subscribing. I've got some other great stuff coming out. I've got some interesting things about overpriced gift cards on eBay. And that might be another reason why they're working on these, is because you can actually sell gift cards on eBay above their face value. You know, what's the economics of that? I've got something coming out pretty soon on that. So keep track, look in the description below for some links. And again, please consider subscribing. I'm excited for what's coming up next. I can't believe this guy is still trying to pull this scam. I've told him that I'm not interested. I've told him I know that it's a scam, and he's still trying to pull it off.